Showing out, to be delighted, I decided on the poet route. I just let my siblings hold my clout. As I stay quiet while my actions move like motor mouths. On intermissions, I be showing out. Hey, the spirit. So yeah. What up, what up? What up, what up? Hey, y'all. This is your best lady friend, Miss Coco. Oh, shoot. I only got Miss Simone Green on the camera work. I done did all this stuff, y'all, and didn't even adjust the camera. Y'all know I be silly up in here. But you are listening to The Honest Hour, Sunday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is your best lady friend, Miss Coco. I'm about to get up and fix this camera for everybody. But in the meantime, between time, you have this beautiful, chocolate gorgeous woman in here to enjoy looking at. Y'all? Hold on.
What's up, good people? Hey, Chicago and everywhere else, wherever you guys are. There we go. Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So, yeah. We got Simone Green in the building.
What's
today,
up?
You guys. Singer, songwriter. Okay. Man, I just want to say I am so elated that you're here.
Thank you so much for having me.
And like, I literally found out about you like last summer. I was hanging out at a friend's house and some people came over and we were all talking about music and your name came up because I was talking about the kind of music that I like. And so they were like, oh, you heard of Simone Green? And I was like, no, who's that? And so he said, look her up, look her up right now. So I looked you up on Facebook. I said, oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
And then he was telling me about your music, and then I started looking more. I'm like, oh, yeah, I like her.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Really
and y'all, she got some shows. Y'all got options. I know I'm like spilling the beans fast and stuff, but I'm just saying.
Yes, I am a busy girl.
Yes, you are.
A lot of things coming up.
Yeah. Let's talk about a couple of them real quick before we get into the, interview part of things.
Yes. Let's see. So I think the next show that I have where there are actually tickets available is February 10th at Q's Lounge, which is at 8404 South Kedzie.
Okay.
It's at the Black Fire Brigade.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great place. I have a residency there. I play there once a month. It's $20 and it is guaranteed a good time.
Okay.
Guaranteed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, it's for the grown and sexy. We do get sexy up in there.
Okay. Yes. Hey, y'all know I like to get sexy, so I'm definitely gonna have to pop out.
Yes, you got to come check it out.
Yes.
And then the next day, I think February 11th, I'm going to be singing at a charity event in the South Suburbs. It's a Valentine's Day event.
Okay, now these are the ones that we have the flyers for, right?
Yes.
Hold on, because we ain't get these flyers for none.
Okay.
We'll be right back, you guys. We're going to play some Simone Green real quick, and we're going to play some more for y'all again, and we're going to show this flyer. Bam. February 10th, okay? But we'll be right back in just a moment. Simone Green.
Up,
there we go.
Yes.
Y'all see all that beautiful chocolate right there?
2 times the double dose, baby.
So we was kicking back, y'all, as we were listening to her 2 singles that she has out right now. One is Don't Say Nothing and We Could Be. Yes. Like both of them amazing.
Thank you very much.
So she got some for you to dance to. She got some for you to just chill, lay back, kick back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you were telling me how long, you've been doing this, or when okay, so we're gonna go past it. Like, what's your favorite genre of music to sing?
I think because I was born in the early 70s and coming of age in the 80s, that I really like the old school, like music that there were actual musicians versus everything electronic and, programmed. And growing up, my parents always listened to blues and Motown and soul music. And that's what I am drawn to. And then I would say second, a very close second, is house music.
Okay.
When I went to college, I was introduced to house music because I'm not from Chicago.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Really?
Yes, I'm a country girl.
Okay.
Yes, country girl.
Little Rock in the building?
Yes. But I was introduced to house music in the early 90s.
Okay.
And I've been a fan ever since.
I got introduced to house music maybe 10 years ago. 10, 12 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, my parents, my mom used to play it and stuff, but my cousins, but like my own experience, like I had never been to a house music, like actual party, like seeing the dancing and stuff.
Yes.
Like it was so new for me. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, like getting it in.
Hopefully you've been to the Chosen Few picnic too.
I have not yet. I've been planning on it.
It's an experience.
I've heard. Yes. Oh my God. So like your song, Don't Say Nothing, that's like house music based?
Yeah. I wanted to do something that resonated with me, and because I love house music, I do house music live in all of my shows.
Okay.
For the most part. And with my team, two guys, my team of writers, Anchor Shank Music, we collaborated and wrote this song.
Awesome. And it's awesome. We're gonna play it again for you guys later on in the show. Oh, we got viewers. That's what I'm talking about. It's climbing. Yes, y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
Stay tuned. So yeah, it's a dope track. We're going to play it again for you guys later on in the show.
We're working on some remixes too.
Awesome.
And hopefully they'll be out maybe sometime this summer.
Okay, that's the best time.
Yes.
Best time. Yes. Best time. Now, what inspired your second song that you did?
We Could Be. Yeah, I mean, once we heard the track, I mean, immediately I knew I wanted to do something to it. We sat down and wrote that song relatively quickly.
Cool.
I took some of my own personal experiences. I think we all did.
Yeah.
And just wanted to bring something that was, more of a ballad and something that just would really make you think about how we could be, how you could be, and how I could be, and things that we could do together to become a we.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're going to play that one for you guys again as well. Now, I got some great topics for you all this evening, and we're going to make sure we stay on track today so I won't have to run up out of here like we did last week. But we have some great topics for you tonight. The first one that we're going to go ahead and chop into before we complete or go into more of our interview with Miss Simone Green, we're going to chop up what do men want/need to feel safe/secure enough to commit. So that phone number is 312. It's a new number, y'all. Hold on. 312-257-6748. Give us a call, or you can comment in the comments, whether you're watching Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Give us a comment. I'm going to see it, and we're going to post it, and we're going to chop this question up. So, Miss Green.
Yes.
What do you feel men want/need to feel safe/secure enough to commit?
Being that I'm a married woman, I'm hoping that I have a good answer for this question, and that my husband feels all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that comes to mind for me would be that you're able to communicate verbally.
Okay.
Well, that's what my husband tells me anyway.
Okay.
I mean, it's really important in our relationship that we're able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about anything.
Yeah, that's absolutely important.
And sometimes it's uncomfortable. It can be weird, expressing how you feel about something or a situation, or what your needs are.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he feels safe and secure with me because the lines of communication are open.
Yeah.
And I don't judge whatever it is that he has to tell me or wants to tell me.
Yeah.
And that he feels that I'm open enough that he feels he can actually come to me.
And that's very, very, very important.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have good communication,
effective,
it's going to be difficult for the relationship to survive.
Absolutely.
The ebbs and flows of life. Just because if you're together long enough, you go through some things.
Absolutely. Yes. We all know that marriage is work.
Lord have mercy.
Work.
But it's worth it.
It is.
It really
is. It definitely
is.
It
really is worth it. Especially if you have someone who can reciprocate that.
And
that you can.
That's the key right there.
You can feel what you're giving. Yeah. I'm lucky I have that.
Aww.
We got married older, and so we were ready to commit. I mean, I was in my 40s. He was in his early 50s.
Okay.
And it's been good. Best decision I ever made.
I love stories like that, y'all. I love stories like that. It definitely can. I was just telling somebody.
I'm telling you.
Some people try to put salt on marriage, and commitment. And, I am a romantic, what they call it? Hopeless. No, I'm a romantic. I'm not hopeless though. I changed it. Hopeful.
There you go.
Romantic.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because we speak, therefore it is. So I ain't hopeless.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hopeful, romantic. And I just believe that there's someone for everyone. You know what I mean? Regardless of the lifestyle that you live. You know what I mean? We all move off vibration, frequency, it's energy and things like that. So I believe that your match can be pulled. You can draw your match. You can manifest your match. Absolutely. And especially when you're moving in such a way that, you don't want anything less. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
When you walk into, I believe anyway, when you walk into a room, your energy pulls in the people that even notice you. Imagine the places you go, there are people there all the time, and you don't even notice it. You don't know them because you never even noticed that they were in the room because your energy wasn't pulled in that direction. I've had that happen. I've been seeing you out for years.
It's like, yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
They don't even know you're in the room because your energy is not dispersed in their direction. And that's okay.
It is. It is. It is. It absolutely is. So I know we veered off, and we got another topic. Let's see what you say, Alan. Hey, Alan, what's up now?
What's up, Alan Anderson?
He said,
your whole name out there.
I would add for certain men, it is a wise woman, one that has knowledge of herself and how to create a home, even in a yurt. Okay, Alan, you know what? You can't be using words that I don't know.
What is
a yurt, Alan? I'm just kidding. But what is a yurt, though, for real? What is that, like a hut? A home, even in, like, just correlating it with the sentence you used it in. Like, is that a home? Is it a hut? Like, what is that? He said yes. Yes. Okay, great. Yes. I'm on point.
I would agree with We're on point. I agree with you on that.
Absolutely agree.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what do I have to add to that? What do I feel men want to feel safe, secure? Yeah. Number one, I can definitely go with communication. Because they need to feel safe while communicating. Yeah. You know, with us being the more emotional, typically the more emotional one, we can tend to like take things from what they say a little offensively, you know, when they're just being simple.
Right.
You know, and so what I find that I had to do sometime is, instead of being wife at this moment talking, I need to be friend.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I need to be friend. I want you to feel comfortable enough to talk to me like you my friend, like I'm your friend. You know? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Trust me with that ability to be transparent and vulnerable, because a lot of times men don't feel like they can be vulnerable. You know, I just heard from my ex today, you know, oh, well, you know what we were taught as men, you know, men don't cry and men ain't supposed to cry and men ain't supposed to feel, you know, emotional and all this and that. We supposed to push that to the back. No. That's the old school way of things. And, you know, when times evolve, we have to evolve with it. And with this evolution, it was something that was needed.
Yeah.
You know, because I believe one of the reasons why we have so many men imprisoned for, yes, the choices that they made. However, what is the root of it? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They needed somewhere for that energy to go. Like, I've actually been dealing with this a little bit with my 15-year-old, you know, and I'm seeing it like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to jump on it.
Yeah. You have to make them feel like, hey, you can say what's on your mind. Like you said, no judgment, right. You know, because we don't judge our friends, right? We just listen to her, girl, you crazy. Right. Or even if it is something that we feel is a bit much, we'll still have that level of comfortability with our friends to where, you know, we can talk to each other and express those things, you know, and make them feel like, hey, you can still tell me whatever you need to tell me, no matter what it was. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So men need that too. And what else? Sex. I have to throw that out there.
Yes. Absolutely.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah, ladies. Mm-hmm. It's a must.
Yes.
Yeah.
And change it up.
Change it up. Absolutely.
Put a feather on it. I don't know.
She said put a feather.
I'm speaking of myself too. I'm like, you know, variety is the spice of life.
You know, you need some, but shoot, I need some variety. So heck yeah.
When you're married, you know, if you're in a monogamous relationship,
absolutely.
Means
absolutely
totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Change it up a little bit.
Change it up, y'all. You know, do some role playing.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. You know,
like we were just talking about this the other day at home. You know, when you're married, you see your spouse nude or naked all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily get a rise out of you,
mm-hmm.
so to speak. Do something different, like throw on a raggedy t-shirt, you know, mm-hmm. with a raggedy t-shirt with a hole cut in it where your nipple hanging out.
Okay.
You see a little cheek on the bottom.
Okay.
That might add a little spice.
It definitely will.
Yeah.
It definitely will. Throw some fishnets on every now and then.
Exactly.
Some
heels or something.
While you cooking, get your little sheer robe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cooking that.
Yes. All of that.
All of that. Spice it up, y'all. Let's see. What else could I say? Nurturing. I think men love a nurturing woman, an attentive woman. You know what I'm saying? That shows affection. Because, you hear a lot of times that people need to be in tune with their, what's the word? I don't want to say childlike, but like their inner child. That's what I was meaning. So not to say that your partner, is going to be like your parents or nothing like that, but it's like that part of you, need those hugs, need those back rubs, need those, kisses on the cheek or the forehead or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? That shows love. Like that's one of the love languages, physical touch. So that's definitely needed. Like I've heard on plenty of platforms, men talk about these things, and that's something that's definitely needed. Like, they're around the fellas, they ain't gonna get that from the fellas, it's, hey, what's up, bro? All of that. So when it comes to their woman, you need to be soft. You know what I'm saying? Warm, inviting, that cheerleader, so to speak, but yet still, I guess, have your standards too, right? But we ain't gonna get on that. We talking about what men want, So yeah, those of you, we got some more comments from Alan. There's different types of sex. Okay, that's true.
Yes,
and it says
so.
Sex starts first in my. Ooh, I like that one.
It does.
That's a totally absolute truth.
Yes, it does.
It definitely does. Like it may not for some people, but for me, for most women, it starts in the mind.
Absolutely.
It absolutely starts in the mind.
But
Absolutely. Yes, treat each other as you want to be treated. Absolutely. That's a saying that I try my hardest to live by every day. You know what I'm saying? Treating people how I want to be treated, and there was a point where I had to, I want to say, accept that all people ain't gonna treat you how you treat them. However, don't change who you are. Don't change how you react or engage, not react, engage with others. You know what I mean? Because you just never know, the kind of people you may cross paths with every day. And so, you don't know their background. You don't know anything about them. You know what I mean? That's not to say to be a rug or nothing,
you just have to move differently.
Yeah, absolutely. You meet people where they are. You ain't gotta stoop to their level, so to speak, but you just meet people where they are.
With them, move around.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna get to some more music, you guys. We're gonna take a music break because I am thirsty. I need some water. So we have Miss. Hey
y'all,
in the honest seat with us today. Yeah, so we're gonna come back. I'm gonna go ahead and play her song, Don't Say Nothing, right now. And you are tuned in to the Honest Hours Radio, 7 to 9 every Sunday night, Central Standard Time. If you guys want to give us a call, it's 312-257-6748. Okay.
about 5 more minutes. Yes, I said that.
You are tuned in to the Honest Hours, 7 to 9 Central Standard Time. I am your best lady friend, Miss Coco. Did y'all hear that part at the end of the song? Y'all gotta listen again if you didn't hear it. Go listen, Joe. That was dope.
Yes,
that was dope.
Yes.
What up, Mr. Lamont?
Hey.
Cool intro. Good show, guys. Thank you, Mr. Allen. But yeah, so Miss Simone Green has to leave us.
Hey, y'all.
But it was absolutely wonderful having you here tonight. Like, I really appreciate you coming on my show.
You're so welcome. We have to do this again.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do this
absolutely.
Again. When I can say for the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'll be messaging you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely, y'all. So, Miss Simone Green. Hey, we gonna put up these flyers again real quick. Please give them your social media information.
Yes.
How they can book you.
Absolutely. So all of my social media is Simone Green Live, just like it sounds. The website, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check me out. All of my booking information is there too. I have a lot of performances coming up in the near future. If you like my page on Facebook, Simone Green Live, I post everything there. Like the page, and you will be in the loop on what's going on in my performing life. And I do have an EP out right now. It's called East of Ordinary. It's available on all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. I can't even think of the other one, other couple, but pick it up. You'll enjoy it. It's all original music. And be on the lookout for some new material coming up this summer. I love y'all. Peace.
All right. Miss Simone Green. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. So, y'all, that's it. Let's see. Should I go ahead and, you know what? I ain't gonna leave y'all just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and break down this last topic, but I'm gonna see Miss Simone Green out right now, so I'm gonna play some more music for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, spending your time with me, Miss Coco, on the Honest Hours on this Sunday night. I thank you guys. I appreciate you. If you want to call in, it's 312-357-6748. And yes, it's working better now. So we're going to get back into some more music by Miss Simone Green. This is called We Could Be.
To catch you when you fall. If I could be swift to change the lane, if I could be motionless to the pain, if you could be the one to hold me up, if you could be the driver of my chariot, if you could be just seductive ways, if you could be my love all day, if you could be the messenger first, if you could be the one that teaches trust. We could be you and
see it as me having this gangster thug image. Thug life would be more accurate, but it's not an image, it's just a way of life, it's a mentality. Yes, I have taken the time to reflect on it. And my reflection, I don't see it as being wrong, I just see it as being a stage that we all go through. You know, it's just like that for little white kids and rich kids. They get to go to the military academy or ROTC, or they get to take all of this energy and put it into the armed forces. And for a young black male, young Puerto Rican or Hispanic person, we got to put this in the streets. That's where our energies go. That's the only place we have to put it. So that's where we ended up putting it. So that's what I did. I don't feel like what I did was so evil. I just feel like the way I was living and my mentality was a part of my progression to be a man. $1,000,000 life insurance policy on me. If I was to die today, then my daughters, they gon' eat. Okay. So many artists out here dying in these streets. I just wanna leave the legacy. I started with these beats. Rest in peace to the legends, all the rap gods up in heaven. If you ever drop the classic, then you know that we still rapping. Let you be forgotten, that's the reason for this session. Thank you to Pop for teaching all them lessons. We love you, Nipsey, and this is my deep reverence. I get down on my knees every night and give confessions. Try me reaching out to God, just make sure she get the message. Please, just make sure she get the message. I am Pop, I am Nipsey. I just hope that when I die, that they miss me. I just hope that when I die, that they miss me. I am Pop, I am Nipsey. I just hope that when I die, that they miss me. I just hope that when I die, that they miss me. Let it air out 1 second. Talk to him, Jones. Okay, here I go. I'm in the hood every day, like every day was a rainy day. Got the little homies like rain, just go away. Hoping it'll wash me out. That's a joke, detergent, Listerine, Ocean's Tide. Still wouldn't wash me out. Watch me now, watch me later, watch me in the past. With a flex to sustain now, and a spirit built to last. You haven't got the ghettos, the only question to ask. Cause the future's the only difference between now and the past. Do the math.
I was talking to the people in the struggle, and was like, you know, if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm gonna walk you to where we in the direction we need to be going towards. So I think, you know, just in terms of intention, Pac was a street dude, right? And he represented thug life on the surface, right? But you get into the message and in his direction, he was really a revolutionary and trying to lead people, and trying to, you know what I mean, offer a positive direction without being preachy and without being so-called holier than thou. And that's what I meant in terms of like Tupac and my generation. Like, you know, I come from gang culture. Yep. I know Chicago, this is a city of gang culture, but it's a self-destructive way of life. But that's what we was raised on. And it's a delicate balance to try to say something else to these young people and even to your own generation, because it's contrary to what outside is what's going on. So it's about being strategic and leading people.
Hey. This is your best lady friend. Oh, wait. This is your best lady friend, Miss Coco in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Honest Hours every Sunday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I know y'all like, wait a minute. She here by herself. Where's her co-host? Well, unfortunately, but fortunately, Courtney C. Chanel, she is in Puerto Rico. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Courtney. Happy birthday to you. What's up, girl? I hope you're having such a blast. in Puerto Rico right now. I know you are. I've been looking at your live, and I've been looking at your story, and I've been looking at them outfits. Go ahead, honey. And James acting up. He couldn't make it with us tonight. Him baby sick. So I wish your baby, I pray that she gets better. Speedy recovery, James. So yeah. It's just a girl, Miss Coco, tonight. But I have you, my loyal viewers. Courtney said thank you. Hey, boo, I didn't know you was watching. Hey, girl. I was hoping you was watching, but I didn't know you were. So you're welcome, honey. I hope you're having such a great time. But so yeah, thank you guys for chiming in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some more people. We got this new topic we finna go over. I have a friend here with me that's gonna help us chop these topics up. We might even add a new one or two. So make sure y'all stay tuned so y'all can, put something in the comments or give us a call. 312-257-6748. She said, definitely tuning in on my way to the bar. Thank you, babes. Love you. Have fun for me, definitely. So yeah, this next topic, y'all. Now, we talked about what does a man want to feel safe and secure enough to commit. Now, let's go to the other side of that. Ladies, this is your time to shine, honey buns. What does a woman want to feel safe and secure enough to commit? Come on, y'all. Chime in with your best lady friend, Miss Coco, right here on the Honest Hours. I'm going to go ahead and break it down. But in the meantime, get ready to dial that number, 312-257-6748. We got another comment. Oh. Okay, so what does a woman want to feel safe and secure enough to commit? So I could talk about what I want. I could talk about what I've heard other ladies want to feel safe and secure enough to commit. So let's chime into that first. So what I've heard, the different perspectives that I heard, because there's many, right? Some women feel like all they need is the financial aspect of things met to feel safe and secure. Strictly a business arrangement, so to speak, and you do have men that feel the same way too. We didn't get into that with the men. We were kind of just banging on, I guess you can say, the more traditional aspect of things when Simone and I were chopping it up for the men. But now that it's mostly my perspective, we gonna chime into a whole lot more. So when we talk about that financial aspect of the word, it makes me think of the traditional man that may feel like, well, I need to have all these ducats in a row before I commit. Meaning, let me have my financials together, but to what sense do we really, what level does that have to be for real? At what level? Because you can have a person that makes 75 to 100,000 a year that feels like it's not enough to commit. You know what I'm saying? They may feel that they need more because they want to, I guess, provide more, like, what do you guys think about that? Give me a call, 312-257-6748. Let's get to my aspect of things. Did you want to put anything in there? No. Let's get to my aspect. What do I need to feel safe and secure enough to commit? I need to feel supported. I need to feel like he's a friend, like I'm not being judged by him. I need to feel secure in a way of knowing where I stand with him. Do I want commitment? Yes, but it definitely has to be, I'm not going to say but, it needs to be with someone that I feel safe with, and not just safe physically. It has to be safe emotionally, safe mentally, safe physically when it comes to you know what I'm saying? Because, as women, we're giving our bodies, they're giving their bodies to us too, but, it's a little deeper for us when we're giving our bodies to them. And, just to digress for a little bit, women tend to contract things a lot faster than men do. So, yeah, I need to feel safe in that way if we're dealing in that way. I need to feel appreciated, cared for. I need to feel, what I don't need to feel is like an option. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to feel optional at all. Like, so that's not security to me. You know what I mean? When you think of commitment, when I think of commitment, that's not security to me. What are some other things? He definitely has to be able to make me laugh. Just can't be serious all the time. Not all the time. Like, I'm serious a lot of the time, but I'm a goofball too. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be able to enjoy life together. Whether it's us sitting on the couch watching TV, eating popcorn, or it's us in Greece on a trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be able to have fun together. And a lot of times people say that you don't know a person until either one, you live with them, you travel with them. Just spending that kind of time with a person is how you really get to know them. And that is so true. Oh my God. Have you ever went on a trip with somebody and you didn't really know how they live? Or know how they handle business like that, but y'all decided to go on a trip together? Oh my God. I don't wish that on nobody. It's good when you know that you could travel with this person and whatever goes down, they got your back, you got their back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because stuff happens sometimes when you're on trips. Luggage can get lost. Wallets can get lost. I remember one time I was with my best friend. This was our first road trip together, y'all. And I know I'm digressing, but it's me by myself. So we gonna talk. So my best friend and I, we went on our first trip. Hey Tiff, what's up, baby? She's in Springfield. Hey, bestie. Anyway, we went to Milwaukee. We took a road trip to Milwaukee. I didn't realize until we were halfway there that I left my wallet, y'all. I was rushing and left my wallet. And this was before Apple Pay. This was before, Cash App. Back then, it was, oh, my friend is joining us. Hi. Introduce yourself. Okay.
G-Fly, how everybody doing tonight?
What up, Mr. G-Fly in the building, y'all? So, yeah, me and my best friend, we went on a road trip to Milwaukee. And I left my wallet at home. And we needed to get our hotel. My portion of the money was on my cards, right? And so I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? We were supposed to be there for like 3 days, I believe. So, my girl had my back. Now, this was my first time going on a trip with her. We had probably only known each other like by this time, like maybe 2 months. Okay. She could have been a friend from hell, y'all, but she wasn't. She wasn't, and that's how it was. We just clicked like that. So for me, I was saying all of that to say, for me, for me to want to commit to a person, I need to feel like, you got me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm going to have you. So I need to know that that's going to be reciprocated. Now, how soon can you tell that about a person? For real.
I haven't really had the best look at that category yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's about each other, both people knowing what they want.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they're on different sides, different pages, it's likely it's not going to work anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So communication is the best thing.
Absolutely.
First and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Also for a woman, she wants to feel safe.
Yep.
She wants to feel noticed, loved, open door for,
Yeah, that chivalry. It's not dead, y'all.
Not dead, She wants to feel respected, like she matters.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she wants a strong man. And that's something that's going on, even with me, We're men, but sometimes we don't have the right ingredients of being a real man.
Yeah.
In which a woman really wants,
Yeah.
And I have to just admit that about me. Yet, it's supposed to be reciprocated.
Absolutely.
So the problem is, like, our cups are supposed to run over. It's not, I did this for you, so you do this.
Right. It's not a tit for tat thing, or I'm tallying it up.
Right. I'm tallying it up. Like,
yeah.
Like, how much are you supposed to love? When does love stop?
So, say that.
When does love stop?
Say that. Like, say that.
Like, why is it so? For me, real love is just love. You just got it. You want to do this? Got it. Let's do this. Got it. Done. It's not about who did this or who did that. So. Yeah.
Because sometimes, one person is going to end up putting in a little bit more than the other. And it has to balance.
It's going to happen anyway.
It is.
Somebody's going to do something one more than the next person.
Yeah.
For them to catch up. So I feel like we focus on the wrong things. And that comes from how we were raised and what we saw growing up. And it's going to take, and I talk about me when I speak, it's going to take one to really realize where they came from in order to change.
Absolutely.
Because everything that we think and how we process things is not actually the right way. We can be better.
Yeah.
We can always be better.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was just telling my daughter, my sons, I tell them all the time, like, you're never going to be too old to learn. Right. Being a human being is continual evolution until you die. You're going to always learn something. Like, a friend of mine drew a circle on a piece of paper one day, and said, that's the universe. Color in that circle how much you know.
That's pretty deep. So,
I put a dot.
Really?
Like, in the universe, I'm put a dot. Just a little bitty dot.
What's the representation from?
What was the representation?
Yeah, from you putting the dot.
That I don't know everything. Right. And there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. Like, when you feel like you've mastered something, you go back again and you're like, wait a minute. Okay. That's a new lesson. You know what I'm saying?
I had a homeless man. His name is Mike. I don't know his last name. Right on the bridge on 18th Street. He said, when you don't want to learn, you just die. Because every day is learning.
It is.
We learn ourselves every day if one is conscious enough that we make mistakes.
Yes.
We learn something we could do a little bit better.
Yeah, and we're supposed to grow from it.
But here's the thing, though. We're supposed to give it. What we learn, we're supposed to
absolutely pay it for it. Absolutely.
We're supposed to give it for free.
Absolutely.
That's the only way we're going to change
absolutely.
The culture,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're supposed to give it. You pay for it. Give it. Take this. So you don't have to go through what I went through. And that's what I'm on.
Absolutely. And y'all, that's one of the reasons why I started radio. You know what I mean? Like, I believe 5 years ago. That's one of the reasons why I started radio. because I wanted to pay it forward. Like, people ask me all the time, like, why do you pay for this? I'm passionate about it. You know, I'm passionate about doing my part. You know, even though it's not gonna affect that many people right now, like the people that do listen, you know, whether it's you scrolling and you just so happen to see me and I say something that catches your ear at that time, and it helps, because a lot of times we engage with people on a day-to-day basis. We learn something from them that we take with us for the rest of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Big or small. Like, I learned from children. I learned from everything, you know, whether it's a video, whatever. But anyway, that's one of the reasons why I started my radio show, because I wanted to be able to give people a voice, to be able to express their opinions, their perspectives on things, as well as gain another perspective. Because a lot of times we can be doing things and going about things in life in an incorrect way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to engage with certain people to see the other side of the coin, to know that, hey, wait a minute, I could have did that differently. I could have said that differently. You know what I mean? And though you can't go back and change it, you now have the lesson. So when you know better, you do better. That's how it's supposed to be, right?
Each one teach one.
Exactly.
It's not about how big the audience is.
Mm-hmm.
Each one, we live in cycles of sevens. Cycles of sevens, they say. This is not a fact, so don't quote me, but I believe it though.
Mm-hmm.
They say we connected to the whole world. Cycles of seven.
Mm-hmm.
So every seven of us knows somebody else, and if you said something good, it's just like person.
After 9, but
okay. So it's some BS, right?
Bullshit.
Rumors. How fast do they go through the world? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so why not something good? You know,
right.
People love talking, running their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people might actually pass on something good.
Worth something, instead of the nonsense.
What she doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
oh, the tea. Give us some.
What kind of tea we talking about?
Okay. I was just going to say that we are going to go into a music break, y'all. So we'll be back, okay? Let's see who I'm finna play for y'all. This is, hold on, because I want y'all to hear, I want y'all to hear it. This is Spirit Jalea Fish Sandwich, and it's featuring your girl, Miss Coco. Hey. Right here on the Honest Hours on My Radio Chicago, where it is more than radio.
Baby girl, I just want to say that I love you. I know we just met, but don't take a whole day to recognize sunshine, baby. You know, because we got some things in common, you dig?
So funny.
You feeling that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling you too. So let's just make this thing official, baby. Yeah. Can I buy you a fish sandwich, baby? Yeah. Can I love you till we both go crazy? Forever. You got me rapping sideways, got me feeling 5 ways. I ain't ate in 5 days, love. For real. This love sickness is just so ridiculous. I swear. I rub your feet because I know you ticklish. I need you staying right here. We'll get married right here. I whisper in your right ear, I love you. I sing any lovely song that you asking me. Basking in your glow, and since the one you always asking me. I love how your passion be. You got unique fashion. See you with me when I'm fast asleep. You ain't gotta ask to speak, girl. Cause I swear your voice, it sounds so good. I used to see you walking around the hood. You needed flowers, so I got you some from Jewels. I know that word include hearts and minds be in the door to touch you. Well, let's wait to See who wins this lovely race. Masterpieces can't compete with you. Look at that lovely face. Structured with a touch of grace. I think I should up the stakes. If you said you were celibate for 90 years, I fucking wait, girl. Yeah. Can I back you up this sandwich, baby? Yeah. Can I love you till we both go crazy? Forever. You got me rapping sideways. Got me feeling 5 ways. I ain't hating 5 days, love. For real. This love sickness is just so ridiculous. I swear. I rub your feet because I know you ticklish. I need you staying right here. We'll get married right here. I whisper in your right ear. I love you.
I love you too. And you go get that fish sandwich. Make sure it's well done though, cause I don't like no soggy fish. Yeah, my feet are ticklish. Oh my gosh, don't do that. I like you too. Matter of fact, I love you too. I have a lot of fun with you too. Then when you whisper in my ear like that, it just do something to me. It's gonna be real nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Depression is never the word I choose to use. I should say that my heart and mind likes to sing the blues. That my destiny's waiting for me to light its fuse. Both sides of the scale are unbalanced, like bad things come in twos. It's like I love melancholy and the feeling is mutual. Like I'm trying to go forward while the gears are neutral. Like bad karma just decided to make me his pupil. But I still smile cause I know that appearance is crucial. You may see strength but still I could never lie to self. Not quite a suicide letter, this just a cry for help. Cause sometimes I do not feel all that strong. Like I can't even go on to reach the depths of my higher self. Who can I run to fill the space I need to escape? They love your course but no support when you live in this fake. You feel imbalanced and the challenge be killing your faith. Check on your friends cause the end isn't willing to wait. You think they strong but the grief it be killing them softly. Had some monkeys on my back, had to get them up off me. I felt so tired that I couldn't even end it with coffee. And now I'm wired but some people mistake that for bossy. Some pray to God where some others be taking a drink. Some chief the reefer study stated be making you think. Some turn to crack method but end up in a clink. Some find the knowledge of themselves while they stuck on a brink. Before light blinks, get the trauma straight out of your system. Because it travels to your seeds, don't be doubting this wisdom. Y'all all identical in basis, y'all proud to be prisons. Some of you basic and your ignorance causing a schism. But we can change it, lifting our life expectancy. I think depression just turned to hope unexpectedly. Mad love to the people who got respect for me. After this song, I expect you all to be texting me, giving me strength to write out another classic for you. Answer my phone and expect for me to be asking for you. Fight for my tribe, didn't always have this compassion for you. But now my eyes on the prize, know I'm a bastion for you. Grand rising my people, cause no, we still matter. Through all the struggles, I'm glad to see that it's still laughter. I hope your cup running over to get those meals faster. I hope you're helping your congregation, the real pastors. I hope you're helping the conscious people, the real masters. I hope all of you rappers still own your real masters. She know what I like. What I like. And she know what I like. What I like. This a Flavor Boy exclusive. And she know I like. And she know what I like. What I like.
Got me in love for the first time, Nadia Johnson. I can feel it in my heart, so deep in my conscience. Give me a second, tell you how I really feel. God came to me himself and told me this was really real. The greatest pain I ever felt is when I hurt you. Visions of you not in my life is my worst view. I'm trying to get you back at home like a curfew, so I can taste your lips and smell your perfume. Yeah, girl, you stimulate my senses, and you can count on me like a census. I love you for a million reasons, thousands not to mention. Beautiful mind, perfect body, not about dimensions. Listen close and I'ma tell you what I want, boo. I can have any girl in the world, but I want you. Compromise or bond is something that I won't do. I'ma keep wishing on the star until it comes true. See, this life is too short to spend it all alone. That's the reason why I need you by my side. I don't need a ride or die, I need a wife that's living wise. And I don't have to be fun, cause my life is a surprise. See my fall, but still I rise, See, I just realized a king without his queen is his demise. And to never hurt a woman breaking hearts is ill-advised. And she know what I like. What I like, yeah. And she know what I like. What I like. It's been over a year, I still feel the same. You seem to be healed, I still feel the pain. Jay made the song cry, I'ma make it bleed. What could go so wrong that it would make me leave? I don't wanna hate you, don't make me plead. Got me down on my knees, don't make me plead. You think you gon' love a nigga who can't be me? Got me crying real tears, this can't be me. You got a whole tattoo, say honesty's key, but you always can't be honest with me. Another tattoo that say love me, and now I'm just begging you to love me. Girl, this a thing I die for. You said you would try more. Instead of fighting it, fight for it. How do we end up in the love that's like war? It's over. You know what I like. What I like. It's a flavor exclusive. And she know what I like. What I like. Jones. And she know what I like. What I like. Jones.
What up? I wasn't on the beat, y'all, that time. But it's okay. Because I'm here. We're here. This is your best lady friend, Miss Coco. And you are tuned in to the Honest Hours every Sunday night, 7 to 9 Central Standard Time, right here on My Radio Chicago, where it is more than radio. And tonight I have a special guest host with me, Mr. G Fly. I appreciate you coming in to kick it with me. And we was just chopping up this last topic. Not a last topic. Did you want to talk about anything? You had a topic? No? Okay. Yeah, what do you...
Like, we need love out here.
Okay, so what do you feel a woman needs and want besides, I think you said security to feel safe, right?
Yes, feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Before we love it.
Mm-hmm.
A woman wants a man who knows how to be a man.
Mm-hmm.
And a man wants a woman who knows how to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So...
What does...
People want pairs in that. People want pairs in that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And communication is like the biggest thing. We have to be honest with ourselves too. A lot of us are not really honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, when I reflect back on me, you know, I try to be authentic when I see me. It's like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as good as I think I am. You know what I mean? But one has to know it and be certain of that. And that's growing. That's learning every day. Learning yourself. When you do something wrong, you're trying to correct it. You know, no matter how long it takes, you just want to be better. If you want to be better.
Absolutely. It's definitely a choice. I say that all the time. It's a choice between, you know, you wanting your life to be better, you wanting to do better in your life, with your life. It's a choice. If there's things that you know you do, things that you know you say, ways that you know you respond to things that you know aren't the best, you know what I mean? Once you realize that, once you reflect on that, you know, it's up to you to make the choice to change the behavior. It's just like when a person says, oh, I'm sorry for whatever I did, you know, whatever the offense is. It's like, okay, it's good to acknowledge that you feel some kind of regret for it, right? However, it's better when the behavior is changed. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and you don't change the behavior. Like I tell my teens that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't keep telling me, oh, mom, my bad. Oh, mom, I'm sorry. And you keep doing it. Because now I don't believe you're sorry. Now I'm just looking at you like, yeah, okay, show me. That's it. Like, show me. You know, so for like you say, us as human beings, you know, we need that reciprocated effort from one another. You know, man and woman needs to know, hey, I care. You know what I'm saying? I feel your pain. I may not know exactly what you're going through, but I'm here for you. You know, that's a feeling of security. You know what I'm saying? Just to know that someone's there. You know, I know that I can reach out to you and you're there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a feeling of security. What's another way for a man to feel secure with his woman? Like, you know, to know that, like, for him to not question her loyalty, so to speak.
Just to piggyback what you said, these things are not easy for one. You know, it takes work. The major thing is you want to be able to tell your woman something if you F up. You know, you want that feeling of comfortness of knowing you're going to be in a doghouse. You can tell her, and she's going to carry it as such as a woman and let you know what she needs to let you know. Without putting you down, without dogging you, without making you feel like stupid. You know, like that's important. Everybody can't do that. That is a level of love right there.
Yeah.
One can control what they say just because of the meaning of what they're doing. You know, like what they are about. And that's deep. And every argument for me, I think, every argument when certain words are said, certain things are done, is going this way.
Yeah,
this way.
it depreciates the value of the relationship.
Disconnect.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you come together, it's like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, what's going to happen next?
I'm used to this now, so what might happen? So now you're thinking like you're trying to process your brain. We all have protection agencies in our body. So when something keep happening over and over,
I like how you put that.
I mean, we all have it. When things are happening, you just expect it to happen now.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't want to tell you anything. No, I don't want to share anything.
Yeah.
And once that's happening, I don't know. I feel that's things are like getting doomed.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning of any relationship, it's like
everything all good. Yeah.
Everything good. Yeah. Conversation flowing. You know, so why does it change?
I don't know. I think a lot of times things change because people get comfortable, too comfortable. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. It's just don't feel comfortable to the point to where you lose that momentum.
Take the mask off.
Yeah. I mean, well, you shouldn't have the mask on in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, That's what I don't like. I don't like when you can meet someone and they act this particular way for a little bit and then they just switch up real quick. And it's like, wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. That is not, I wasn't interested in this, so like just show me through the door. Like, yeah, you want to ease a few things to a person, especially a new person. You do want to ease them into things. However, you don't want to do it in a way to where whatever it is you're easing them into is like a pop-up surprise. You know what I mean?
Pop-up surprise of character. What we talk about the pop-up?
Hey, whatever it is. It could be character. It could be anything. I was about to say the F word, but it could be anything.
Hey, look, I can tell everybody, like, look, man, I'm a piece of shit, all right? But I'm not the worst piece of shit. Because I care about certain things. I got some things I believe in. I believe in some things.
I got value.
I do have value. I'm not just going to do anything, but I can be a piece of shit, man.
You can be.
I can be. I don't like being it. But
yeah.
Man, hey, it's unorthodox. And, a lot of people understand it, so I haven't really chose to be in a lot of relationships.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Something, the way I move, the way I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing that.
So like,
staying away from them throughout my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, just for that reason, I don't want to hurt somebody who's good and I care for.
Mm-hmm.
But learning myself, I know my ways.
Mm-hmm.
I close up like a vault, and I don't mean any harm, but to somebody else, it's like, what's happening? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't want to put nobody through that.
So is that something that, you want to continue to do?
Absolutely not. I'm trying to change. It's not easy.
Yeah. So do you because okay, so I'm a person of solutions all the time. You guys know that. Those of you that are my loyal viewers, y'all hear me say this all the time. So with me being a person of solution, do you okay, so with the things that you would like to change, do you make it a priority?
Depends on where one is at in life, and are we talking in a relationship?
I mean, just period, because I feel like this. When it comes to being in a relationship, just being yourself. If it's some things that you want to change about yourself, or some things you need to change about yourself, I don't feel like a person should do that just because they're getting in a relationship or just because they want to be with someone. I feel like if there's some things that could be better about yourself, you need to do that anyway. Because in the end, you're not only helping your partner, whoever your partner is going to be, first, you're helping yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that way you don't have that relationship as a crutch, I only did this and changed this and that for this relationship. No, you did that because that's something you needed to do for you. You know what I'm saying? And it was good that you did it because now it's helpful to the relationship, to the health of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, if both of you are putting in that goodness and you're contributing to that healthy relationship, now you together are helping others as that whole, as that, that solid two-piece. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I talk about this with people, a lot, because you see a lot of posts on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you looking at. And it's always talking about, well, if a man really wants a woman, he gonna change for her. A lot of people say that. I know y'all. Put your hands up. Yep, you done heard it. That's what they say, and I used to believe that at one point, but then in my evolution and in my growth, I understand that you can't change for nobody. You got to do that for yourself in order for there to really be a change. You know, you got to take accountability for yourself, for what it is that you feel you need to fix, so to speak. You know, like for me, it was some things that I used to do when I was married that weren't good, you know, and not until I met someone else that told me about some things that he had been through that were similar to the things that I had experienced with my ex. It's like, oh, yeah. So that's probably how you made your ex feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, my ex didn't ever tell me because, like I said earlier in the show, he's one of those men that have the understanding that, hey, men ain't supposed to cry. Men ain't supposed to have feelings. Men ain't supposed to do this and do that, you know, because that's what we were taught coming up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, boys don't cry. Boy, you better suck that up. Be a man. You know what I'm saying? But that's not being a man. What's being a human? Humans have emotions. Humans have feelings. Humans can be vulnerable. Humans can be transparent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that really, I don't think our gender should dictate if we have feelings or not. You know, women, we tend to express our emotions more, right? And than men do. However, I feel that when a person has balance within themselves, because all of us have a feminine and masculine energy within us, all of us. So at those times when that feminine energy needs to, you know, present itself, it does. And is it overbearing? No, because you have that balance. How do you get that balance, right? It's work. You know what I'm saying? To be able to grow to a point to where you are emotionally stable, emotionally mature. You know what I'm saying? So how did I just went on the whole I was just talking, y'all. We got hey Betty Thomas. What's up, my dukes? Hey ma. You see that number going across that screen, lady. But yeah, so yeah. You know, I get it. About the whole, you know, when a person knows that they need to change things, like my saying is always change requires change, you know. And so I hold myself to that, you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing some things that I know I could be doing better at, then I hold myself accountable and I say, hey, you need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be waiting. But we got to get ready to go. It is 8:52, and I know the next show is going to be starting. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Honest Hours tonight. Thank you again to Simone Green for gracing us with her presence. Thank you again to my special guest co-host, G Fly. Gotta get him a hand clap, y'all. So yeah. Busting topics tonight, busting music tonight. I'm going to end the show with my song, of course, because I didn't play it tonight. So, Miss Coco, You Had Me Fooled. We're going to end out with that.
I love one another, y'all. Stop fighting, man.
Stop it, y'all. No for fighting, real, man.
Just
for
break
real.
It. Ain't no point in fighting, man. It's making it worse for all of us anyway, even if we don't realize it.
Okay, y'all. On my radio, Chicago, where it is more than radio. Peace, love, and blessings. How could I miss someone that did me so wrong? It's been a while since we talked and shared a few laughs. Now all I got is some memories here in my phone. Pictures of you smiling and making me laugh. What happened to us? but I miss you. So happy fool, but I miss you. Said it hurt so bad, 'cause you said that you wasn't like the ones in my past. You said that you were completely different from the last. All the hurt and cheating that I took from your ass. Now every time I see your face, it's making me mad. 'Cause I'm holding on to memories I thought that would last. What happened to us? Why we didn't make it last? I thought you were someone special. Never knew loving you could be so hurtful. If I could, I would go back and erase those. All those memories when you weren't faithful. So